Hello guys, it's your boy Timilehin and welcome to Open Archives of Heaven. And here on this channel we help you to understand why they believe what they believe as Christians. So please, if you love that, please click the subscribe button and feel free to binge watch a lot of our content. So today I want to introduce you to someone. I want you guys to meet Phil. Now Phil is an atheist and Phil is a very nice guy, very hardworking, very handsome looking. The guy dey gym, the guy get good job, get correct cash. I mean, he's basically the dream guy. He has volunteered in every NGO you can think of. He's 10 times nicer than you, the evangelist yourself. And so you meet someone like Phil and maybe you were thinking of introducing him to Jesus and you begin to question, come on, this guy seemingly has everything figured out. What do I have to offer? And then you begin to question, do I really need God to be good? Well, that's the question we want to answer today. So stay tuned and let's get right into it. Hi guys, it's your boy Timilehin. Welcome back to Open Archives of Heaven. So today we will be answering the question, do we need God to be good? And this question was posed by a member of the OH community, Nonye Ezeakayes. And so thank you Nonye for dropping this question and let's get right into it. Now the first thing we need to understand about this question is being nice is not the same thing as being good. Now Jesus Christ, the Almighty, when he was referred to as good, rejected it. He said no one is good except the Father. And you begin to question, what is this guy saying? The same Jesus Christ said that the heart of man is despicably wicked. Who can know the intent of it? It therefore shows us that our definition of good is not the same thing as God's definition of good. And if you're not a Christian or you are a Christian, you might not have expected me to answer this question with the Bible. But don't worry, in the answers I'm about to give, I'll make room for everybody. Now, the first instance I want us to look at is me. Now, I'm a medical student and hopefully one day ASU calls on strike, hopefully, and I then become a medical doctor and I have my own hospital. Now imagine one day you come to my hospital and you come for healthcare needs and you see me cleaning and sweeping the floor as a medical doctor. You look at me and you be like, oh, this guy is humble, you know. If you wait a few hours and I still don't attend to you, you might think I'm understaffed. If you wait more and I still don't attend to you, you will go somewhere else. Why? Because although what I was doing was admirable, it was not what I was supposed to be doing. I was not carrying out the basic function of a healthcare center, which is to provide healthcare needs. Hello. It's the same thing when it comes to morality and our understanding of good. Good is not just being nice, but it's properly functioning. We were created for a purpose. If we believe that we are not just random entities that exist on the earth or exist in space and time, then we believe that there is a purpose and there is a plan. If we believe that, then we also have to understand that we cannot be said to be good except we are carrying out that purpose. So understanding that being good is not being nice. Like imagine you had a Ferrari, the best AC, the most comfortable seats in the world, the best boombox ever, and yet the car couldn't move. Like, what's the use of that Ferrari? That's how many people live their lives. They have all these external qualities, all these wonderful, nice decorations on top, but inside they are not carrying out purpose, and because of that, they are not good. And so our definition of good has to change from what we think. Now, we also have to look at the other alternative. Imagine a world where God does not define our good. And from personal experience and global experience, we've experimented with that so many times, haven't we? I mean, we have situations where we've totally excluded God from our schools, from our offices, from our businesses, from various parts of our lives, and then we begin to question where He is when bad things happen. But basically what I'm trying to bring out from there is that we've tried it and we've seen how woefully we failed. And someone might say, hey, that's not so true. I mean, technology has come, advancement has come, we've done well for ourselves. But listen to me, even though on the global scale we have improved in technology, on the unit scale people are tearing apart more than ever before. Another thing that someone might say is, hey, conscience, our conscience is there to tell us what's right or wrong, and to an extent you're right. God put our conscience there as a sign, as a basic sign of, okay, something is wrong, okay, this harms my neighbor. And yes, a basic sign really it is, but our conscience is very malleable and easily smeared by society standards and what society thinks. And someone might say, no, listen, over time, diversity and evolution, we change, you know, we know more, we know better. But I don't really think that's true. Take for instance social media. Now social media is a great innovation. I mean, it's wonderful, connecting people all over the world and providing resources we never thought were possible to have. But look at the other side. Because it is poorly regulated and barely regulated, it has caused mental decay as never seen before. I mean, COVID-19 has exposed how shallow we are, in fact, in our mental health. And so one thing you have to understand is that though diversity and evolution indeed exist, it's not because of diversity and evolution that what was once bad is now good. But because people change, leaders change, trends change, celebs change, and so what we once thought was good is not what is good again. And so we have to understand that if we are going to look for a definition of good, then it has to come from a source unchanging, not people that change. It has to come from an external source, a source bigger than ourselves. I mean, look at it. When we deal with technology, we always say that, if a human is involved, then there's always a space for error. So if we can carry that out with technology, why can't we carry that out with our moral lives? Why can't we understand that as long as we are the ones handling these things, there's always a place for error, there's always a space for mistakes, there's always a space for our own bias. And so we have to look to God and the Word of God for our definition and standards of good. And I know you might not be convinced. You might be thinking, hey, I know some very, very good guys that are not Christians. Even I trust them more than my Christian friends, and so do I. I have people like that. Listen, no one thinks what they are doing now is bad, really. I mean, a while ago when we had things like lynching and racism and slavery, the people that taught it then, many of them did not think they were doing bad things. They were not doing it even for the things that we attribute to the cause of evil, like money and power. No, they were doing it because they thought they would be remembered as heroes. They were doing it because they thought it was good. And so we have to understand that many things that we have judged by ourselves to be good today, 10 years from now will be seen as horrific things. And that understanding has to help us to see that our only way, our only source of truth and good has to come from God. And so today we discussed that being good is different from being nice. We've also discussed that being good is dependent on function and not niceness. We've also talked about an alternative world where there is no God, or where God does not define our standard of good. And we've also discussed how that it is important for us to see that there is a need for God, because our understanding of good constantly changes because of people and time. So our understanding of good has to come from a constant source. So we want to encourage you, if you're already a Christian, get closer to God, understand your need for Him more, and reach out to that non-Christian friend who you thought, this guy is already fine. He's not fine, he needs God, and we all do. So thanks for watching this video. Please, we are trying to hit 500 subscribers before the year runs out. I mean, it's almost over. Please. If it blesses you, if you believe we provide valuable content, then please get it out there. Thanks for watching. I love you all and have a good day. Bye-bye.